Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of JAMB Chemistry. This is chemistry. All right, and today we are going to plunge into the uses of bases. In previous 3 episodes, we looked at the uses of some acids, right? But now we're going to look at the uses of bases. So use of bases, but in this video specifically, we're going to concentrate on the uses of NaOH, sodium hydroxide, NaOH and KOH. All right. So I'm going to concentrate on the uses of these two bases, and in the next video we'll round up with the uses of bases. All right. Please do not forget that this video tutorial, of course, is brought to you by the O3SCHOOLS JAMB CBT Practice app. It is the best CBT Practice app available for use. It's available on both your phone, your Android phones, your PC, and soon to come, your iOS devices, that's your iPhones. All right, so it has all the past questions that you need to study. There's an exam mode, there's a practice mode, there's a mock mode, right, that you can use to test yourself. Also, there's a wonderful feature called the UTME challenge. It's a challenge that's been conducted for all JAMB students, right, to win prizes and also to test themselves in preparedness for the exam. All right, so it's a weekly challenge that you participate to win prizes, but that is not really the major thing. The major thing is that you are seeing your score per subject, so you know the areas where you need to improve upon, and you know the areas where you are strong at. All right, so please take advantage of this app, take advantage of this opportunity, and download the app and begin to practice immediately. If you want to download it for PC or for your tablets, right, for PC, for your laptop at home, right, just visit this link on your PC. https O3SCHOOLS, this is O not zero, O3schools.com/JAMB app. So once you visit this link on your browser, on your PC, on your computer, you'll be able to access the application. All right, so now we're going to quickly plunge into the uses of sodium hydroxide immediately. All right, so let's see the sodium hydroxide. NaOH, sodium hydroxide. That's okay, of course, sodium hydroxide. Name sodium hydroxide. All right, it's also called caustic soda, also called caustic soda, right? It's also called lime, right? So this is these are the names of sodium hydroxide, called caustic soda. It's also called lime. It's also called white caustic. It's also called white caustic. Let me add that to it. It's also called white caustic. All right, so these are the names for sodium hydroxide. All right, also called caustic soda, lime, or white caustic. So let's quickly see the uses of sodium hydroxide. Uses, right? It is the principal strong base used in industry. The principal strong base, one of the most used strong base used in the industry. So uses, say it is the principal strong base used in industries. All right, so that is sodium hydroxide for you. It is very much widely used in industry. It's a principal strong base used in the industry, and it is also used for making soaps, right, in the saponification reaction, right. So it is useful in making or in the manufacture of soap, making soaps by saponification. I hinted on this in the last episode, right? Saponification is the process of converting, or a process that converts fats, right, oils or lipids, right, the acids, all right, that convert fatty acids, right, like to fat, oils, and lipids, right, in combination with NaOH to form soaps, right, in combination into soap, in combination with NaOH. sodium hydroxide. All right, so I say it is useful in what? In manufacture of soaps by saponification. And saponification is the process of what? Converting, or a process that converts fats, oils, lipids, the acid, so that is fatty acid. Like in the previous episode, we'll talk about the use of fatty acids, right? We say what as component of what? Yes, it's what useful in the soap industry, right? All right, so that is what saponification is, the process of converting, or a process that converts fats, oils, and lipids, that is the acids, into what? Soap, in combination with what? With sodium hydroxide. So this is another what? Used for what? For sodium hydroxide. And of course, number 3, it is used in the refining of petroleum to remove sulfur impurities. Sulfur impurities in a process called caustic washing. Caustic washing. All right. So it is used in what? In the refining of petroleum, right? To remove what? Sulfur impurities. So sodium hydroxide is useful in what? In removal of what? Of sulfur impurities. So take note of that. It's very important. So it is used in what? In the refining of petroleum to remove sulfur impurities in a process called what? Caustic what? Washing. Right. These are exam questions that come out. Right. So you have to what? Take note of them. Right. So sodium hydroxide is used in the refining of petroleum to remove what? Sulfur impurities in a process called what? Caustic washing. Also, it's used for what? For popping wood. It's used for popping wood in what? In the making of paper. Right, number 4. It is used for pulping wood in the making of paper. So if you want to make paper, you have to pop the wood first, right? So sodium hydroxide is very useful in what? In popping what? The wood in what? In the manufacture of what? Of paper. All right. It's also used for dissolving amphoteric metals. Number 5. It is used for dissolving amphoteric metals. Amphoteric metals are metals now. They are metals that exhibit chemical reactions with acids and bases. Example is what? Is aluminium, zinc, lead. These are all amphoteric metals. So it is used for dissolving amphoteric metals. That is metals that exhibit chemical reactions with both acids and bases. Like for example, an amphoteric metal like aluminium can react with water to produce hydrogen gas. All right. So these are amphoteric metals. All right. So it is used for dissolving amphoteric metal, that is sodium hydroxide now, that exhibit chemical reactions with acids and bases. These are examples of amphoteric metal. Then also, sodium hydroxide is used as an industrial cleaning agent. It is used as an industrial cleaning agent. All right, so these are some of the uses of sodium hydroxide. Because it's one of the principal base used in the industry. It has very many uses. Right, it's a strong base first of all to start with, and it is called caustic soda, lye, or white caustic. Right, it's the principal strong base used in the industry. It is useful in making soaps by saponification. Right, a process that converts fats, oils, and lipids to what? To soap. By in combination with sodium hydroxide rather. Right, so that is saponification reaction, a reaction that or process that convert fats, oils, and lipids, the acids, fatty acid generally, into a soap in combination with sodium hydroxide. So number 3, it is used in the refining of petroleum to remove sulfur impurities in a process called caustic washing. Right, and then I said it is used for popping wood in the making of paper. Right, it's for popping wood in making of paper, and it is used for dissolving amphoteric metals. That is metals that exhibit chemical reaction with both acids and bases. Examples like aluminium, zinc, and lead. And of course, it is used as an industrial cleaning agent. So next up, quickly look at the uses of what? Of potassium hydroxide. Okay. Let's see KOH, also called caustic potash. It's also called caustic potash. It's also called potash lyle. It's also called potassia. All right. So these are the names of what? Of potassium hydroxide. Potassium hydroxide. Let's see some of the uses. Uses. Right. It is used, number one. It's used for dyeing and electroplating. All right, so it is useful for what? For dyeing and electroplating. We know what dyeing is already, right? Electroplating, right? It's a process whereby metal ions migrate from a positive electrode to a negative electrode. All right, via via a solution. All right, so electroplating is either used for aesthetics, for beauty, all right, or to prevent corrosion. All right, so potassium hydroxide is useful in what? In dyeing and electroplating. It's also useful in what? In the manufacture of liquid soaps or local soaps. It's useful. It is used in the manufacture of liquid soaps or local soaps. All right, so potassium hydroxide is useful in the manufacture of what? Of liquid soap or what? Or local soap. So please take note of that. All right, so it's also useful in the what? In the what? Manufacture of biodiesel. Biodiesel. Number three, it is useful in the manufacture of biodiesel. Fuel produced from animal fats or vegetable oils. All right, so it is useful in the manufacture of what? Of biodiesel. Biodiesels are what? Are fuel produced from animal fats, vegetable oils, and so on and so forth. All right, so and of course there's the process that converts this product to what? To biodiesel is called trans-esterification. By what? By a process called trans-esterification. All right, so it is useful in the manufacture of biodiesel, that is fuel produced from straight vegetable oil, from animal fats, and so on and so forth, by a process called trans-esterification. So another use is used an electrolyte in alkaline batteries. It is used as an electrolyte in alkaline batteries due to its high conductance. All right, so KOH is used as an electrolyte in alkaline batteries because of what? Because of the high conductance that it has. All right, so fifthly, it's also used in the refineries to remove sulfur impurities. It is just like sodium hydroxide. It is used in the refineries to remove sulfur impurities. All right, so that is what potassium hydroxide for you. Also called caustic potash, potash lime, or potassium. Right, like I said, it's used in what? In dyeing and electroplating. Right, I said it's also used in manufacture of liquid soap and what? Local soaps. It is useful in the manufacture of biodiesel, that is fuel produced from straight vegetable oils, animal fats, and oils, right, by a process called trans-esterification. And so it's also used as an electrolyte in alkaline batteries due to its high conductance. It is used in the refineries to remove sulfur impurities. So this is the end of the video. We have seen the use of both sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide. If you have not liked the video, what you are doing is wrong. Liking the video will make other students like you to find this video, right? Also, subscribe to this channel so that once we produce a new video or release a new video, you'll be the first to know. via a notification on your phone. Subscription is absolutely free. Please do this, and I'll see you in the next class.